What's going on, YouTube? OCD for EDC here, and what I got for your face balls today, we're going to talk about a knife that I feel went largely unnoticed and kind of flew under everybody else's radar. This knife is a great size for EDC. It's got great ergonomics. It's got good materials. It's a flipper on bearings. It has Micarta scales. It's got a deep carry fold over clip, although it's not mounted true deep carry, but it's still good. And it's got a good steel, and it's under $100. So based on all the things that I just said, Micarta, good steel, under $100, on bearings, flipper. Do you guys know what it is? It's this little guy right here. This is the TOPS Mini Scandi Folder, the MSF 4.0. And, you know, coming from TOPS, you know, they generally do fixed blade knives. And they themselves did not build this knife right here. This was built by Mazarin in Italy. And it is, I don't know if it actually says on here, but the blade steel here is Bohler N690, which is a really great steel. For this price point, it does really, really well. It does have a true Scandi grind on it, which is really cool for a folder. And the blade geometry is really, really nice. Action is fantastic. It's just a good knife all the way around. And this is one that I never really saw on any of the, you know, quote-unquote popular knife YouTube channels or whatnot. So I feel like this is one that kind of went under everyone's radar. So, anywho, let's get in. We'll do a few size comparisons here real quick. What do I got that's... So, I've got the Quiet Carry Chase. That's the Chase. Actually, I'm going to set it down here. The black shows up a little better, not on the blue. So you can see it's a little bigger than the Chase. Here it is with the Hogue Deca. Pretty comparable in size to the Deca. Here it is with a Para 3 lightweight. So you can see there, pretty comparable in size. So that's the size knife we're talking about here. Yeah, that's good enough. So what are we looking at? We got an overall length here of 7.5 inches. Got a handle length of 4.28 and a blade length of 3.22 inches. Got a handle thickness of 0.545, so just over a half of an inch thick. Got a blade stock thickness of 116 thousandths. Now, this isn't something that you can really measure behind the edge thickness on because it is a true Scandi grind. And what that means is this kind of, you can see where this, so this portion right here is flat. And then where this kind of saber grind goes, that is, that just goes to a zero edge right there. So that's the angle that you sharpen on. Makes it really nice to strop up. And N690 is a great steel. It's a stainless steel. It's a steel that a lot of custom makers use because it's easier to work with than some others. You can polish it really well. Takes a really nice keen edge. So, you know, Bohler N690 is a great steel for sure. You see it on a lot of Italian knives. So the Scandi grind on here works extremely well for EDC tasks, and like I said, it's real easy to maintain. So this thing's really, really nice and easy to strop up. Let's get a weight on this thing. So we got a 3¼ inch or just under 3¼ inch blade. And we got 3.5 ounces, 3.52. So really nice size. And the grip here works in a lot of hands. I've handed this knife to several people, and everybody says that I haven't had anyone tell me that they didn't like the grip on this thing. This actually is not my knife. This was provided to me by one of my kind of loyal viewers and a friend of mine, William. So thank you so much, William, for sending this along. I've really enjoyed checking it out. And I just feel like this knife was just missed. It deserves more credit than it got, for sure. It's a fantastic knife. It really is. And so the texturing on the Micarta is pretty subtle, but adequate. And, you know, you could certainly bead blast this micarta and rough it up a little bit, and I think that that would, you know, kind of look nice as well as kind of add some more texture to it. But just kind of normal wear and tear, you know, beating this knife up, the micarta is gonna kind of take a patina and start to look cool and weathered, and, you know, if you're into that kind of thing. So let's, I think I've got some tools here. Let's pull this thing down real quick and I'll show you how it's constructed. Like I said, this is made in Italy. I'm going to pull this side off. It's made by Mazarin in Italy for TOPS. And, you know, it's a fantastic EDC size. There's really nothing to complain about here. So you can see right there we've got steel bearings and steel cage. We do have a little weight relieving hole right there. And so you've got, it was T8 on the body screws as well as the pivot. Here's the blade right here. Nothing real crazy to look at there, but yeah, just kind of clean this up a bit. So, and then on the show side here, oop, dropped a bearing there. On the show side, you can see that you've got several weight relieving holes there, stop pin. So pretty standard construction for a liner lock. But the knife is just like I said, it's just a really great knife. It works well. It's good in hand. And yeah, kind of, you know, what more can you ask for? Yeah, I'm going to do this a little differently. Come on. So what I thought was going to be a quick little disassembly is fighting me now. There we go. So it is an open construction. You've just got a couple standoffs in the back. But, you know, I know everybody seems to like micarta. And yeah, this is just a great little knife. You can reverse the pocket clip for right or left tip up carry only. And the pocket clip works extremely well. Like I said, it is a deep carry fold over style clip. It is a stainless steel clip, but it is mounted a little ways down, so it's not a true deep carry. You can see right there. So you have a little bit sticking up, but the clip works extremely well, goes in and out of pocket well. It's not bad in hand. I would like it if this little lip right here would turn and go back parallel with the knife. That would make it a little bit nicer. But overall, action on it is really great. I've got the pivot a little too tight. And yeah, like I said, what more can you ask for? It's under $100. Oh, and I'll throw a link up in the description. Most places, this thing sells right at $99. Actually, there's a few places that it's like $109, I think. But I've got a link I'll throw up. There's a handful of them left, and I'm wanting to say it's 90. I think it's $96.99 or 97 bucks, something like that. So I'll throw a link up in the description for that. I know that there's only a few of them left at that price, so you know, those might be sold out pretty quick. But anyway, yeah, it's just an awesome little knife, guys. And if you're looking for some micarta with a good blade steel that isn't going to break the bank, you know, under $100 for micarta N690 on bearings with good ergos and some jimping up here on the top of the blade, like, it's a great knife. It really is. And the Scandi grind is really easy to keep up with the maintenance on it. And yeah, so there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. The TOPS Mini Scandi Folder 4.0. Getting the 2 thumbs up. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. I'm out.